Welcome to Lesson 6 in Unit 12, Exploring Earth. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, how can different materials be used to make sound? In this lesson, students create a model of an early explorer instrument to figure out how sounds are created. Students figure out that vibrations make sound and that sound can make things vibrate. Students make connections to the storyline by discussing how early explorers used the materials available to create instruments. There are several opportunities for ELA cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 12 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 5 days to complete. To begin the Engage portion, you'll remind students that they've looked at different objects that explorers made from Earth materials for shelter, transportation, and to help them hunt. You'll then look at some other objects, specifically instruments, from early explorers and discuss observations and questions. You'll revisit the driving question board to add new questions and highlight those connected to the learning goals of this lesson, specifically regarding the life and culture of early explorers or music used by early explorers. For the Explore portion, you'll ask students how they can model an instrument of their own that makes sound. You'll put students into groups and provide them with the materials to make their own lyres to take home. Once they are made, you'll have students pluck the different lyre strings and make observations about how they move and how they make sound on their Lyre Models student journal page. For the Explain portion, you'll lead a discussion for students to share their findings from their lyre modeling activity. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, how can different materials be used to make sound? The goal of this class discussion is to analyze the different instruments early explorers used. Students will think about how their lyres made sound. You'll use the discussion to create the Lesson 6 summary chart. By the end of the discussion, students should understand that each early explorer group used instruments, and all of the instruments vibrated to make sound. During the discussion, you can post the volume, pitch, and vibrate vocabulary cards. You'll then take students through the sound vibration demo and continue the summary chart discussion. For the Elaborate, you'll display other musical instruments being played. You'll then have students turn and talk with a partner to make observations on how each instrument was played. For the Evaluate portion, you'll show students the xylophone from the kit and have a short discussion. You'll then have them work in pairs to collaboratively complete the transfer task using the Vibrations Quick Check student journal page. To support student sense-making across the unit, you'll orient them back to the driving question board. You'll ask, what did we learn about how different materials can be used to make sound? And what new questions do we have? By the end of this lesson, students will have planned and conducted an investigation to figure out how sounds are made. In Lesson 7, students will explore how you can use materials to build a tool that solves a problem. For the optional Extend, students can make models of other objects that make sound from early explorer life, such as rattles or drums. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.